Okay, doke. Take two. Under the hood, AC pump, complete there and intact. Some sort of an aftermarket generic alternator. Seems to be putting out. I'll check it. Looks like it's had a water pump in the not so recent past. Never mind the cobwebs. You've got some sort of a crank seal leak there. It's kind of hard to see, but she's wet all the way around the crankshaft. Oil kind of goes on over into this side. It's got power steering as well. That's what you're looking at here. Funky old power steering, but they worked pretty good. I can actually send you home with spare parts on that. I happen to have two more of these pumps laying around, which are getting very hard to come by. Factory original spare tire. Factory original cruise control. All this crap right here is part of your AC system, your coil pack, fusible links. It's got an electronic distributor and an original tire dish Hitachi. If I was going to tell you to do anything on the motor, it would be get rid of that and put a Weber on it. Weber's a much more clean sanitary system, and we can get rid of a pile of vacuum lines. All the vacuum over here, vacuum on the wall there, and that canister can all go away. It sanitizes under the hood quite well. All right, I'm going to put her up in the air and look at it from underneath. All right, so definitely got valve covers leaking. Engine oil pan and transmission, or not the transmission, skid plate, my bad, are all wet. Let's looking up at the oil pump. It's leaking and wet. The other valve cover and motor mounts are pretty soggy and wet. It's kind of hard to see that valve cover up in there. She's kind of wet. Oh, brakes are at about 30 or 40% on the front. Bearings seem to be okay. Axle's okay on the driver's side. Bearings are okay on the passenger side. Inner boot's done on this side. I thought I felt a wobble, so let's replace that boot. It's actually some sort of a junk aftermarket anyway, so let's replace that pig. Definitely looks like it's on its original struts all the way around. Rack and pinion looks to be fine, other than it's just wet from oil seepage. Your bushings here are in pretty good shape for their age. Leave those alone. Walking backwards on the motor and tranny. The old 4-speed tends to leak out of that seal right up in there. Typical wetness. Got a little bit of play in that bolt hole right there. You can see the travel it's been doing. Driveline feels good. Yep. Back axle, boot's done on this side. Looks like original shock. Bearings good on the outer. Bearings good on the outer. This bearing and boot looks okay. It's just stretched out from sitting up here in the air. That original axle seems to be okay. Rear end's nice and tight. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to my camera. Oh, other than that, she looks pretty solid. It's got a hitch kit. Not that I'd use it for much, but it's here. So 2 axles, both passenger side axles, and maybe an engine reseal, and maybe do the 5-speed tranny swap if you want to when we lift it, if we're going to lift it, and then just some TLC. Other than that, she looks real solid underneath. It looks like this car came from Medford, and because it came from Medford, there's no salt and not near as much moisture down there as we have up here. The other thing I can try and do, if you don't have to worry about emissions, is we can get rid of that ugly old pig. I guarantee that's original. We can talk about that and get rid of the cat. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to go ahead and put it down and write you a list of parts, and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon.